Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. You're watching our Tolly review. My name is Hriday Ranjan. This week's release is Addham, the anthology that is released on the streaming platform AHA. The anthology has been written by Siva Ananth and has been directed by Sarjun KM, Barath Neelakantan and Siva Ananth himself. The series stars Varalaxmi Sarathkumar, Kishore, Jayaprakash, Rohini, Prasanna and others. What is morality and how does it change with the decisions we make? Some decisions, like bad haircuts, haunt us for days after. The anthology tries to explore questions like our projections onto society, the decisions we make, and the repercussions we face. Morality is a moving goalpost, we are told, and we are reminded of the lines as they flash at the start of each of these stories. The anthology features 3 short stories, each of them exactly 18 minutes long. In the first story, a kid runs away from home and hitchhikes a ride with an alcoholic truck driver. In the second story, a man fights with his wife, leaves his home, and hires an escort for the night. In the third story, a therapist listens to a ghastly tale by one of her clients and decides to do something about it. Right off the bat, a few things worked for me. Like, the series does not overstay its welcome. Each of the stories is exactly 18 minutes long and it is no frills storytelling. The other thing I liked is that this series attempts an exercise in shifting the lenses of morality. One character you think is moral, but as you dig deeper, you find that they are actually immoral, but maybe they are not. So that I found was really interesting. The third thing was that it was shot right in the middle of the pandemic, which is commendable. But probably its biggest positive strength is that the series does not go for low-hanging OTT fruits like drugs and sex and murder. However, the series suffers from a serious case of over-philosophizing. Since conversations are used to drive the plot, some of the dialogues work, but the others are really a bit of a hit and miss. The series was clearly written in Tamil and translated into Telugu, and the Telugu dialogues by Kiran work in bits, but in other parts they seem too unrealistic or too clunky. For example, we have a character who meets a guy and she's like, if I ever slept with somebody, I would fantasize about a guy like you. And you are like, where is this place? I also want to go. What is this world that Tagore had imagined? Random strangers meet each other and indulge in long discussions about love, life, right and wrong. And the dubbing is also a little awkward because it sounds right on the surface, but dig a little deeper and they sound Sanskritic. But perhaps the anthology's biggest crime is its predictability. While working with a short format like short films or short stories, it is important that the ending packs a punch. But here at least 2 of the stories fizzle out into predictability. The story that worked best for me was the first one involving the kid and the truck driver. In its attempt to be subtle and in its attempt to not go for the low-hanging fruits, the anthology also misses an opportunity to create imaginative arcs or to add any thrills or surprises. Amidst the ensemble cast, the best performance comes surprisingly from the kid M. Praveen, who features in the first story. Jayaprakash, Rohini and Kishore also impress in their respective roles, but the rest of the cast is hindered due to the writing. One of the stories is called The Road That Never Ends. Another is called The Unwhisperable Secret, as opposed to, I guess, a whisperable secret. The series tries to seem too deep and philosophical and in the process loses out on a chance to be playful or inventive. At the end of the day, the series seems like that stoner friend who crashes your party and spends the whole night talking about Derrida and Kishore. But thankfully in this case, he leaves early. While I did appreciate its subtleties, one can't help get the feeling that it's all a little too underwhelming. For a series named Addham, there is not really much to reflect upon or relish. Morality might be a moving goalpost, but as you know, most of India does not play football. Thank you for watching our review. For more such interesting videos, please subscribe to Film Companion South by pressing the bell icon.